demonstration of how to use the Waterloo 20 Vassal module and to do a play by email game. First, you'll open the Vassal program, which I'll assume that you already have installed, and you open the Waterloo 20 module, which is probably in your modules folder here. After you've opened it the first time, it'll show up in the list here. And select a game offline. Select the setup that you wish to use and the side that you wish to play as. Now once the Vassal module is open, the first thing you want to do is start a log file. And typically you want to start it with 1 or A, or 1A for the first part of the turn and 1B for the second part of the turn, but something where some numbered sequence where you can keep track of the game. As you get more of these files, you can keep track of what's going on here. So this will be logging to Waterloo 21 up here, and then as we do our moves and things like that, the log will keep track of what's going on. So we can move into town. We'll move this guy up to here, this guy here, here, and I'm not really going to demonstrate how the game works, but I'm just going to show how the Vassal logs keep track of the movement for you. Okay, so that's the end of that. I know typically the random events are drawn at the beginning of the turn, but I'll show you the card and how that works. And then you end your log file, and then you email that file to your opponent. When your opponent gets the file, he'll open up Waterloo 20 Vassal module just like you did. And he'll select load a file. So load a save game. He'll pick up the Vassal module that you sent him. He'll click finish. Now when he presses page down or presses the forward key here, that will allow him to scroll through the game. So you can see all the movements that we did before. The cards will show up here. And at the end of the log file, you'll see all of his final positioning, and then it'll be your turn. So you'll click yes to start a new log file, and this time you'll name it Waterloo 22. And then you can draw your card, and you could do your movement. So you could do your attack rolls, retreats for him. You could do your advance, all the things that you can do in your turn, etc. Advance the turn marker, and let's see, the player aids here, as you probably know already, moving the morale up and down. And then after you're done all your movements and all of your turn, you just click on end log file and you email that to your opponent, and he will pick that file up. Oops, I forgot to I'm sorry. Yep, I wrote the file. So I'll email that to my opponent. He'll pick it up and he'll basically do the same thing, load and keep going back and forth until you have the full 10 turns and 1 for each side, so you should have a total of 20 turns in this game. Sometimes you may have questions for each other mid-game as far as how to retreat if you attack somebody and where they want to retreat to. Sometimes you can take the best guess for them, or sometimes you can just stop right there when you roll the retreat and send the file back to them for them to resolve it, and then you continue going back and forth until the game is over. Once that's done, you can create, if you want, you can create a master file. You can load the game. You can start a new file, and this time you can call it master. And you can scroll through this game. And once that's done, you just click on load continuation, and you pick up number 2, and you scroll through that. And then once that's done, you just click on end log file, and then you have your master file with all the files connected. And that's how you do basic play by email. The master log part is not that important, but sometimes you might want to review a game just to see how you did. Hope you enjoyed this, and take care.